Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Good evening, and welcome to Alamo Cable News. I'm Austin Little. Before we begin tonight's broadcast, I have two words for you. Lifetime achievement. Caca!
We are awarded this for our constant devotion to hard-hitting news.
We here at the station, first of all, want to thank Jesus Christ. Without him, none of this is possible.
Our friends and family.
And of course,
The Oak Ridge Boys.
Now to our top story. Scrapbooking is the most popular craft in America again.
Wow, amazing.
Simply stunning.
Couldn't have thunk it.
Me neither. Now over to Michael Walsh with Fantasy Football.
Welcome to this week's installment of Across the Nation Fantasy Football. I'm Michael Walsh. Jordan has the captain, Brett Favre. Larry Fitzgerald becomes the #1 receiver in Arizona as Anquan Bolden's out indefinitely. You know it. Hello and welcome to another edition of Fantasy Football Focus here on Alamo Cable News. I'm Michael Walsh. This year we'll be following the Alamo and Friends Fantasy Football League on ESPN.com. It's a brand new season. Everyone's hopes are high, unless your name's Brandon Arnold. He's already gone ahead and traded away the core of his team, LaDainian Tomlinson and Randy Moss. Not really sure why. Before the preseason's even over, he gives up half his team. We're not happy about it. Moving on. In Week 1 action, we will see Pullman Posse, aka Eric Barge, and his core of Peyton Manning and #1 overall pick Adrian Peterson take on my team, Team Walsh. Barge is going to look for T.O. to do something in Buffalo, and he's also going to hope Marshawn Lynch doesn't have to get suspended for the first 3 weeks because he's still in the starting lineup. I'm going to turn to Aaron Rodgers, Chris Johnson, Steve Slayton, a couple of sleepers, Darren McFadden and John Carlson, and I'm looking for myself to pull out the win against Barge. He's down a man and a half with T.O. But moving on, we've got Team Little, led by Austin Little, taking on the newbie, Team John Walsh. Drew Brees going #1 to Austin Little. Decided to go with the quarterback. Not sure I agree. We'll see how it works out for him. Well, he did pick up key receiver Andre Johnson, and he'll look for Brandon Jacobs and Ronnie Brown to pick up where they left off last year. Hope it's not a fluke. John's led by Steven Jackson and D'Angelo Williams, who both have big touchdown potential, but all that comes with a good offense. Not sure it can happen in St. Louis. Carolina's got a better shot. He's also looking for Kurt Warner and Anquan Bolden to hook up multiple times as he has both of them on their team. I'm going to take Team Little in this one. Again, Team Arnold. He's got an easy task, you could say, taking on the other newcomer, Team Mandic. Yes, that's his real name, Mandic. But Brandon traded away his whole team, so we're just not going to talk about him. Mandic took a little bit of the safe route, decided to go with some proven players, but they're all a year older. Tom Brady, Larry Johnson, Lance Moore, Reggie Wayne, Antonio Gates. You're going to have to look for a lot from Larry Fitzgerald. You might get the win against Team Arnold, but after that it's looking a little shaky. Brady and Fitzgerald need to lead him all the way if he wants to. If he really thinks he has a chance at the championship. I know it's early, but Mandic, you're kind of looking like the Browns right now. Last matchup of the week, we have Team Temple taking on Team Poland. Stop me if you've heard this before, but Team Temple, game time decision, picking between Brett Favre and Jay Cutler. Can't really go right. He's got Cutler right now. Probably should have Favre. If he starts Favre, Cutler will throw 4 touchdowns. We'll see. Good luck. He does have Michael Turner, though, and T.J. Hushmanzada, who leads a core of really weak wide receivers, but he'll look to get past that. Hopefully he can pick right on the quarterback one day. Team Poland, he's in really good shape after pulling off the trade with Brandon. Picked up LT, picked up Randy Moss, already complementing a strong, strong team. Thomas Jones, Maurice Jones-Drew in his backfield. Philip Rivers needs to come up big, and I think he's got this week pretty much wrapped up. If Philip Rivers can have a huge season, look for him to really contend for the championship this year. That'll do it for this week. Hope everyone has a good week. Everybody's season gets off to a good start, except Brandon. And we'll see you next week here on the Fantasy Focus. It's Alamo Cable News. I'm Michael Walsh.
Now to our correspondent, Austin Little, with ACN Sports.
I'm here at the Pullman Garden Party Slow Pitch Softball Tournament. Behind me is the semi-final matchup between Team Coors Light and the Lob Squad.
Team Lob Squad scored early and often as they rolled to a 15-5 victory over Team Coors Light. Highlighting today's top fantasy performers was Eric Barge, going 3 for 4 with a double and 2 RBIs.
And with that, the Lob Squad will advance to play Team Extreme Softball in the finals. I'm Austin Little, with Alamo Cable News.
So how about that softball game?
Oh, very exciting.
Barge had a hell of a game, huh?
He sure did.
First hit of the season, you go,
Hey,
Barge.
that kid.
Go Alamo, represent.
What do you think about that fantasy focus?
I feel good about those picks.
I do too.
All but one.
Which one?
My game, of course. I plan on winning.
Oh. Well, that'll do it for us here. ACN. He's Anthony Jorgensen.
He's Awesome Little. Good night.
Charles in charge of our days and of night.
Charles in charge.
Charles in charge of our wrongs and our rights. So I'll say I want Charles in charge of me.